So, Amir Khan versus Terence Crawford, and I guess a good way to start is, did Amir Khan quit? Well, that can be debated. That is debatable because Amir Khan did suffer a low blow. He was behind in the fight, he had been dropped in the first round, and to be honest, things weren't going his way. Maybe he looked for a way out, maybe he didn't. I mean, Amir Khan is an out-and-out fighter. Say what you want about him having a glass jaw, and that maybe he is not the fighter he is made out to be, but still, he is a fighter and he has a lot of heart. He has never quit in his career and he has never shied away from a big challenge. So if you want to say he quit in this fight, then that's just open to opinion. But I mean, there are arguments for whether he quit or whether he didn't. There are arguments to say, yes, he quit because he was shaking his head. He kind of called Virgil Hunter over like he wanted to stop. He didn't want any more. And maybe he did see it as a way out of the fight and that he could not continue. He was behind on the cards and to be honest, he was getting beaten quite soundly by Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford was going through the gears. From the first round, it was apparent that Terence Crawford's boxing ability was superior to Amir Khan's. Nonetheless, Amir Khan did try and fight. He tried to win the fight. He kept coming forward. He kept trying things in an attempt to win, but it just wasn't enough. Amir Khan was soundly beaten by Terence Crawford. Had the fight continued, he would have either been stopped or beaten on points. That was clear to see. I think that was the way the fight was going. I think Amir Khan knew that. Maybe he didn't want any more, but still, he went in there with Terence Crawford. He took the challenge. And he was beaten soundly throughout the 6 rounds that he was in there. To be honest, that early drop probably set the tone for the fight, and Amir Khan knew what he was in for then, because Terence Crawford caught him with a shot, spun him around almost completely, and then even though Amir Khan had his back to him, he still managed to land on Amir Khan and get him down, and possibly he could have took him out in that first round. Amir Khan was lucky to survive and get out of the first round, and he showed great heart in coming back and trying to get into the fight. He just couldn't find his groove, he couldn't get into anything, he couldn't find any rhythm, he couldn't move off the jab. Terence Crawford had a remedy for everything that Amir Khan brought to the table, and it was just too much. So Amir Khan has suffered another defeat, and it goes down as a knockout loss on his record. Can he come back? Can he fight again? Yeah, there's no reason why he can't, but you can see he cannot operate at that elite level. He has been beaten soundly by Canelo and Terence Crawford now. He's a world-class fighter, a great fighter, but when he moves up to elite level, Terence Crawford and Canelo, he just can't hack it. That is one step too far for Amir Khan. But nonetheless, he is still a great fighter, and possibly there is still a meaningful fight out there. The Kell Brook fight comes to mind, but I don't know whether that is a big fight anymore, or whether the public would be interested in it, considering Amir Khan's recent performance. And obviously Kell Brook didn't have a great performance out last time either, so I don't know what will happen with that. But Amir Khan has suffered another loss. He will have to come back, reassess, think about what he wants to do next. But anyway guys, let's end on a lighter note. Dave Allen, the other British fighter who was fighting last night, he has pulled off a great win over Lucas Browne. A great shot to the head that bust up Lucas Browne's nose, then to the body, dropped him in the 3rd round. And Dave Allen has pulled off the best victory of his career, and a highlight reel knockout. It is great for Dave Allen. I am so glad that he has managed to pull this off. Everyone wanted him to win, everyone was getting behind him, and to be honest, I think Sky Sports are glad they did. Imagine if they had Chisora Gashi as the main event for that. No disrespect for Derek Chisora, he came forward, he tried to force a fight, he tried to make it a good fight and a war. It was Gashi who did not want to be there. He did not want to fight with Derek Chisora. He didn't really want to do anything. He didn't want to engage, and he was just afraid and trying to go back into his shell against Derek Chisora, and it's very hard when a fighter does that. But Dave Allen has really pulled a great performance out of the bag, and I am so glad that he has won. He has pulled off the victory the fans always believed that he could. That's the reason they got behind him, and that is the reason why they bet on him, because he can pull off a performance like that. He's not just a likeable character anymore. He is a good boxer. Guys, what are your thoughts on the night of British boxing? Amir Khan and Dave Allen. As Amir Khan failed, then Dave Allen, he managed to pull off a career-high victory over Lucas Browne. Please drop your thoughts in the comments below. Please like the video and subscribe for more content. Thank you guys.